and get me.
Hey guys, this is Golden IDS and welcome to the next episode of Ape Escape 2. Yeah, we're just getting rid of some of these coins. There's a hell of a lot to do, and it's something you kind of got to do when you got those few levels which you would get a lot of coins. Because when you get 999 that doesn't roll over, you don't get 1,000, that's it. You just don't get any more. And you need quite a lot of them to get everything in the game. Roughly, people say about 4,000, because there are some characters you can unlock in some mini-games from this as well, which are quite well hidden, so it's not... It could have been done so much nicer, but yeah, this is not a very good system. I'm just going to go get down to about 250 while I'm here, but you don't always win good things. For example, game hints are bad, and you get evil notes from specters, you get research memos from, who's she called, Natsumi. You get a lot of this stuff. Actually, this is one of the interesting things is why the Americans made up their own names, whereas the English actually respected the original Japanese names. It is a bit strange, actually. It might be easier when translating it into all the different languages that they translate it into in the European region. But I don't know. I just think it's that's better. I mean, Spike, I don't really have a problem with. Oh, I've got some stars, which. You get that occasionally. You can get like pellets or shells or stuff, and more. It just goes on. So I'm getting to below 250. So the next one will be it. That thing, yellow monkey. Yellow monkey is a reoccurring person, and just the worst thing ever. It's like, why is this a thing? Okay, Snowball Mountain. Now, this level is is a bit of fun. I say that because put my Coke down. I was going to drink some Coke on the loading screen, but yeah, I've moved on to Coke and not Lucozade. I don't buy Lucozade anymore. I haven't had it in ages, actually. Probably the last time I had it, I fell asleep, well, shortly after drinking it, after having a 3-second buzz of energy. But that was on a mega bus after traveling back from the Zelda Symphony of the Goddess. Blah 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 blah. Okay, now you all know my big hatred in this game. It's stairs which are too big. Not only for you, but for monkeys as well. If you can't go on this get up this stair, what do the monkeys have hope in doing? Who would have made it? It doesn't make any sense. And that doesn't kind of get to me. There's a lot of places in the game where there's stairs that just, especially in 3 as well. Like I remember 1 wasn't too bad. Like the stairs kind of fit. I don't know if there's any in this house. Probably not, to be honest. Yeah, I thought as much. Okay, camera. Yeah, somewhere around here there is a monkey that's being held by one of these guys, and I don't like them at all because their fucking fire's annoying. A lot of the enemies in this game aren't the nicest things ever, / the funnest ones to kill. Okay, go! Yeah, so I think out of all of the characters, I have to say, oh wow, Father Christmas that's kind of, there we go. Gibber. It's like Father Christmas wearing a black suit with guns. I'm pretty sure that's been in some movie. Oh, for goodness sake. Now this block here, if you recognise what in the old game, Ape Escape 1, there were time bombs, or just bombs that were sat there. Essentially, or was it time capsules? I can't even remember. Essentially, it's the same thing. There's a monkey inside there, but your monkey radar doesn't even pick that up. You have to get something else to sneak out, or to spy out these pesky monkeys later on. Just kill this thing. Alright, we'll get some of those. Now, you may think, oh, but there's a monkey up there. How do I get him? Well, you will get him later on. We can't actually... Can we shoot him down from where we are? Let's just take a look. No, it's at the top of it. We can't shoot him down from here. Okay, sometimes it's a bit annoying to get out of that horrible little mode you're in. But yeah. Just go over here and hit this. See, I've been alone on my own watching Star Trek and Star Trek Next Generation. Sorry, Star Trek Next Generation. I'm not a huge fan of the original Star Trek series with William Shatner and Spock and stuff. I much prefer like Data to Spock. Not to say I don't like the guy who does it because we're in dangerous territory here. Oh, for goodness sake. See, back to 300 again. Like, it doesn't take long for you to get back to whatever. Oh, this monkey's happy. Let's put an end to his happiness. I love it when they don't even see you coming. Raver. Ah, presents. well, there's probably going to be a monkey inside there. So back to what I was saying about, like, Star Trek. I'm not, like, a huge fan of the original series. I don't know, it feels... I don't think I can actually adequately put it into words. I don't like it as much as Next Generation, because Next Generation, I mean, I think it stopped the year after I was born as well, which is typical. So I would have never seen it on its original run, but it doesn't feel like that old. And it's... Also the music. With a lot of the stuff at the time that the original Star Trek was released, or at least the remasters that I've been watching on CBS Action, the music is just really overpowering. Like, it's very difficult to almost hear the characters, and the music's the typical, like, film score of the time, and I'm just not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of... I don't know, I'm not a fan of the whole setup. Like, I don't know. Shatner's a pretty much... Well, Shatner's character, Kirk, is a badass, but apart from that, I don't really feel it as much as I do Next Generation, but then I've watched a lot more Next Generation. So yeah, I'm turning into a Trekkie. That's terrible news. Just get back here. Yeah, I've gotten a little bit better at, like, figuring out their attack patterns, so I'm not getting hurt as much, which is good, because the first part I was getting, like, hurt left, right, and centre, but that might be because I practiced a bit on the third one, because this is only a few days after the stream. Oh, well, there we go. They're all happy. It's... Yeah, no problem at all. That's exactly how that one went. No problem. Oh. Yes, because ice forms like that. These things are like Harry Potter's. Seriously. They're obviously a throwback to the first game, to the, like, the bags of the puffin bags or something, whatever they were, the purple bags that you hit and then turned into smaller bags. With these ones, you can't actually hurt them all with a spinny attack, so they can be quite annoying to defeat because you have to actually physically do that. Oh well, wasn't bad. But I'm almost back to exactly where I was before. Oh, is that a monkey over there? No, it's just a freaking penguin. There must be some reason for going up here. But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of... Oh, really, I missed him. I'm not a huge fan of this game. I'm not a huge fan of the music. Not a huge fan of this level, to be brutally honest. And also the fact you can't, like, go into... There we go. Go into that kind of view when you've got your, There we go. Wow, that's a lot of coins. Did he just blow himself up? I love it when they do that. Oh, he's trying to blow me up. Wow, this Santa Claus is a bit pissed. Monkey claws. Wow, you see that pun? That was like... Yeah. In the third game actually, they often use the word uki instead of monkey. I think it's to keep the original, I don't know whether uki's got something to do with the Japanese name for monkey. I should probably look that up, but I will be doing before the LP. Yes, it's an LP. I said at some point I would do an LP of all of them. And I will. But this game especially, I don't think we're going to do the whole... Well, we're not, actually, because I still haven't edited anything together. It's terrible. Oh, okay, here we go. Of the game, because... I think this one kind of works better as just an LP without putting too much effort in. Sorry, that's not what I meant. Not too much effort in, but the same amount of effort that I put in for the other games. For the episode 1. Episode 1, gosh, I'm so confused right now. Oh god, this thing. Yes, for Ape Escape 1. Because Ape Escape 1 was a childhood memory for me, it was awesome, I loved it. This game I picked up and it didn't work when I first picked it up at all. I had to actually... Well, this is actually playing off the hard drive of a broken PlayStation 2 actually, which is slightly amusing. But no, oh, there's a monkey over there. Yeah. Yes, got him. Right, one more to go. Jimmy, that's the same name as this character in American. I forget what his name is in the UK, it always eludes me. It's terrible. I was remembering it fine before, like, playing this game, and then it's just been a total nightmare. Well, sorry, before LPing it. That sort of tune. So yeah, oh my goodness. These parts and the way this game plays out is so good. Oh, by the time this goes up, Generations, for those of you who don't know, and I probably should have said something before, to be honest, I'm taking part in a series called Pokemon Generations over on Teal's channel. Now, there's quite a bit of a backlog for you to catch up on. I'm terrible, I just didn't put any videos out about it. But I'm in basically, the idea is we're racing through the first generation of Pokemon. The second, so that's basically, the games we're doing is Red, Blue, I don't know why we didn't pick yellow, actually. That would have been a much better thing to do. I think because yellow, everyone starts off with a Pikachu, so everyone starts off the same, and it's less of a technical race, whereas we starting off with red and blue, we were able to, everyone gets randomly assigned a starter, which really screws things up for people, especially if you get one of the worst starters, and the same thing happens for Crystal. Now, at the moment, I assume, not sure, actually, I will try not to spoil anything, because I'm realising this might actually be up sooner than the video, than I've intended to. What's this? A cookie, but that was 2 of them. Good job. So yeah, I'm working through that, and I'm playing through at the moment, doing okay, considering I'm not a speedrunner by nature, as you guys can probably see. But it's a lot of fun. Sorry, I was explaining what's going on. What happens is, we run through blue, red, or depending on which version you want to do, then it's crystal, then it's emerald, then it's platinum. Now, and then I think we'd run through one of the black and white, but I'm not sure. The idea of spanning 5 generations of Pokemon, it's awesome, but also, it's kind of, well, it's meant to be because obviously everyone's good at certain generations. For example, I'm not particularly good at the first generation. Second generation is where my heart is, but I am, you know, that's the first Pokemon game I ever picked up, was Gold. But if you asked me to speedrun it, no, I couldn't do that. Emerald, I'm very good with Emerald. Not as good as Teal. Teal's quite good with Emerald. I'm going to practice. But it's interesting because with Pokemon, as you all know, even if you have a strategy, something can screw it up. Especially some of those random gym things in like Lieutenant Surge's gym in Pokemon Red and Blue. That one was awful. It was a random lug, and that can screw up a run. But yeah, I quite like doing these versus things. Probably not get ones that span like 5 generations of Pokemon that if you screw up, you know, it's that one. Okay, I'm stopped now at 250. But oh, Lookout Valley. Yeah, I remember this one. But I'm really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying doing it. I mean, yes, finally. It's when you get this gadget, it's like you feel muted beforehand. It's like someone has chopped off your hand, and you've been running around the entire game without a hand. And now you've got your hand again, with the Sky Flyer. I forget what it was called in the first one, the something chopper, wasn't it? It was called the... It wasn't called the Sky... No, was it called the Sky Flyer? Yeah, same sound effects as well, which I love. But generally, this one isn't as good in this game. Like, it feels like you don't travel as far, and it feels like it just looks too big. If I'm going... I can't quite put a feeling onto it, but it doesn't work the same as it did in the first game. And that kind of sucks for me, because it worked really well in the first game, and it helped you to able to travel long distances as well as short distances. But this one, I don't know, it doesn't feel like you travel distances as long as you could do in the original. Which I think has been fixed in Ape Escape 3, but I can't remember, it's been a long while. But now I've got the Sky Flyer, I no longer have a cut-off hand, my hand is officially regrown, and I'll start talking about Pokemon Generations again! No, it's a seriously awesome series that was created by Deadpool, who's starring it at the moment. He's our comic relief guy, our go-to guy, but also, well, I don't know how the race is going, so I'm not going to spoil anything, because at this point, we've recorded up to the beginning of Crystal, and that's, oh, Ty the Tasmanian Tiger, which is actually something I really wanted to do with, who's, Hippopotamus, now I think Mr. Melonhead, who used to be, there was someone else before that, it was Tyrannic Fiber, yes. And that was a Ty the Tasmanian Tiger versus, just because that game was kind of like, it was really in my childhood, like it was a game that I played and really loved at the time, but I never picked it up again, I never gave it a second run, and I lent it to a friend, and it disappeared, like I would have never traded it in, because that's quite a good game. So I bought it online for a couple of quid, because that's the way Amazon works now, is I bought a flying tomato. Most of the stuff goes in the water anyway. But yeah, that's something I want to do. I quite enjoy versus, especially though you're, like for example, Toy Story 2, where you're able to do it in literally a few hours. The one thing about that run though, me until the first run that we did, I'm not sure if we're doing more runs later on, but it was so infuriating because I lost because of a puzzle that I tried to figure out instead of just randomly guessing, and for me that was just, it's so annoying. The whole point of those puzzles are you meant to think about them, do them. I don't know. It pissed me off because, ow. Now that pissed me off. Oh, this guy, what a joke, come here. There we go. But that's the thing in this game, you hit them and they don't fall over. It's really annoying. That rock there, you know usually in Ape Escape, when you see something like that, you think, that's got little purpose in the entire environment, therefore it must be something special. You got it right, that's exactly where something is later on. 4 more left to catch. See, I always thought there was a monkey in the water here that I missed coming through, but maybe it was that monkey. This music is awful in this level. It is literally like, it's just slow, it sounds like, it just is like duh, 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 duh. It makes you feel almost like brain dead, but I don't want to say that because I don't remember this part of the level. But yeah, speedrunning this game would be, would be so failed on my part. Would be really crazy because you've got to think about pretty much using the dash hoop everywhere, dashing everywhere, and the dash hoop can be, I'm not going to be able to make that, am I? There we go. The issue with the dash hoop in this game is when something starts moving, the dash hoop resets, so you've got to kind of very quickly spin it up again, and it is really annoying. It's one of those things that you're like, well, why? Why? Oh, for the love of crap. I really should have snuck up on him. Oh well. Really? That's fair. The problem is these missiles can actually come around the back of you, like that, and they're not the nicest things ever. Why does he have an invincibility phase? He's in a goddamn tank. Oh well, anyway. Got some lovely... Well, we got one back. One cookie back. No problem! I think I've done this out of order, actually. Yeah, I think I have. Well, this is the part I did later on, because the other part I usually... Like, there's another bit that has like a house to it. It's really cool. And I kind of wanted to do that, but I didn't remember that that was... This might be it. 3 more monkeys. This is going to be fun. Ow. Oh, for fudge nugget's sake. Really? Like, that's what I mean. There's just no need for it to be that hard to get up. I mean, you can jump this distance without using a sky flyer, so what's the point of having that unjumpable? Well, I guess it's so it's significantly higher off the ground of the, I don't know. But this one throws rocks. There we go. Is he going to be called like Indiana? No, Lily. Harry Potter's mum. Don't see the relevance here. Unless, of course... Alright, so we're back up here. The music is awful. Worst score in the entire game. See, I always thought there was a monkey down here that I kept missing. But obviously I was wrong. In fact, why the hell am I going, oh, I wonder if there's a monkey here? We have a specific gadget for the purpose of, I wonder if there's a monkey here. No, you're not clever, you're not funny. There you go, sorry about that, I just had to deal with someone who thought he was a bit of a joker. Clearly he wasn't. Right, Skyflyer. Thing is, I don't find myself using the Skyflyer in this level. Like, for the introduction to Skyflyer, you expect... Like, in the first game, if you remember correctly, there were, oh god, this thing. Controls even worse than the first game. You remember there was like a ledge almost instantly that you had to use the Skyflyer for. It's not so in this game. I don't feel that... Oh, there was that point where you had to kind of jump over and use the Skyflyer, which was quite early on, but it felt really forced, whereas the other game just... in Ape Escape 1, it was like, oh, here we go. In case you've realised, it's not that I don't like this game. This game's good fun. It's just, as I've said plenty of times, it doesn't quite know where it's going, what it's doing. It doesn't have a thread that binds it. The storyline's not as good. The main character's not as interesting, or not. I don't know. It's hard. You can't really say these characters are interesting, but the main character's not. Have I totally missed out a segment in this level, or am I just confusing it with another level? I might be confusing it with Ape Escape 3. Or a level I've already done. Oh, well, whatever. But yeah, it just lacks It lacks that certain feeling, which many of you may say is because you didn't play it as a kid, which that's probably going to be one of the... Oh, wow, 19 minutes. That's probably going to be one of the reasons. We'll continue after I finish this. Also, this here is now banana juice. Yeah. Think how horrible that would smell. Like, I don't mind bananas. Their textures are a bit weird. I will eat them. They're not bad for me. I will gladly devour a banana. That sounded... Never mind. I will gladly eat a banana, but... Whatever. Should we just pretend this conversation never happened about bananas? Banana stinks. This is non-euphemistic bananas. They smell bad. So anyway, we'll see you in the next part of Monkey Escape. Brilliant. Because we didn't have any apes. See you in the next part of Ape Escape, where David talks about stuff that probably shouldn't be talked about. Take care.
That was excellent work, Hikaru.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Not a bottle of Coke to do it this time. Oh god. Pipochi, the worst thing ever.